Instructor saw my file, he just froze. I was already at the age cutoff, and I'd been rejected on physicals multiple times. But here I was, still standing in line. He handed me a number plate 81. Then First Sergeant climbed up on the platform and laid out the rules for everyone. This group of soldiers was about to go through 8 weeks of absolute hell. During training, our bodies, our emotions, and our willpower would all be pushed to the breaking point. Only those who made it to the end would get a shot at a 24-hour simulated combat assessment. Whoever survived that and crossed the finish line would earn the Ranger tab and the brown beret that came with it.
Attention! Rangers lead the way!
All the way!
And just like that, the nightmare began. Soldiers pulled from units all over the military were thrown into extreme ruck marches, freezing water crossings, brutal terrain navigation, and physical punishment that bordered on sadistic. Even in the pouring rain and the dead of night, the training never let up. Some guys couldn't even last a week before they were kicked off base. The tougher ones might hang on for 2 weeks. But even if you gutted it out, the evaluators could cut you at any time based on your overall performance. Through all of it, I stood out. I topped the boards in every assessment. In hand-to-hand combat, I never lost a single fight. On the 12-kilometer ruck march, most guys were barely halfway done when I'd already finished and turned around to run it again. But I kept to myself. I never talked to anyone unless I had to. I barely slept. At chow, I always sat alone. Everyone was whispering behind my back, trying to figure out what the hell happened to me. It wasn't until the 4th week on the shooting range that things shifted. Everyone thought they were a decent shot, but when the instructor asked who had actually seen combat, barely anyone raised a hand. The first 2 guys only had training exercises under their belts.
What about you, 81? 12 Bravo, Combat Engineer, 213th CSSB. And who are you supporting, Seth? 3rd Brigade, 10th Mountain Division, Spartans.
The instructor's jaw dropped. The rest of the squad stared at me in disbelief. He'd seen plenty of recruits talk a big game, but he never expected that I would have such actual combat history.
Let's see what you got.
Sure enough, my marksmanship blew everyone away. Every single round landed dead center between the eyes. After that, the others had a pretty good idea of what I'd been through, and the way they looked at me changed. Late that night on the log PT course, the instructor asked us why we wanted to be Rangers. One guy said he wanted to fight alongside the best. Another said he wanted to serve in an elite unit. When it was my turn, I just wanted to cross that finish line. As the weeks went on, the training only got harder. Cliff rappelling, tactical demolitions, close quarters room clearing, full-scale combat simulations. Every single day was spent right on the edge. 6 weeks flew by. More than half the candidates had already washed out. The ones still standing were the best of the best. One night, I was jolted awake by an explosion. Before I could even process what was happening, the instructor came storming into the barracks. The next test was a weighted underwater hold, and it nearly killed me. As the seconds dragged on, one by one, the soldiers hit their limit and broke the surface, gasping for air. But I stayed under, because my mind was trapped in a loop of memories. The soldier lying half dead in those memories was my little brother.